ch. Text Dhatu. Vibhanga, the Book of Analysis as spoken by Gautama Buddha. Translated from Pali by U. Thittila, Rangoon, Burma. OCR version, not proofread, contains errors. Opening parenthesis. Readers are encouraged to correct the text with the help of PDF version provided. Ch. Analysis of the elements. Analysis according to the discourses. 6 elements are: the element of extension, element of cohesion, element of heat, element of motion, element of space, element of consciousness. Therein, what is the element of extension? The element of extension is twofold. Is internal. Is external. Therein, what is internal element of extension? That which is personal, self-referable, hard, harsh, hardness, being hard, internal, grasped. For example, head hair, body hair, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, sinews, bone, bone marrow, kidneys, heart, liver, membranous tissue, spleen, lungs, intestines, mesentery, undigested food, excrement, or whatever else there is, personal, self-referable, hard, harsh, hardness, being hard, internal, grasped. This is called internal element of extension. Therein, what is external element of extension? That which is external, hard, harsh, hardness, being hard, external, not grasped. For example, iron, copper, tin, lead, silver, pearl, gem, cat's eye, shell, stone, coral, silver coin, gold, ruby, variegated precious stone, grass, wood, gravel, potsherd, earth, rock, mountain, or whatever else there is, external, hard, harsh, hardness, being hard, external, not grasped. This is called external element of extension. That which is internal element of extension and that which is external element of extension. These together collectively and briefly, this is called the element of extension. Therein, what is the element of cohesion? The element of cohesion is twofold. Is internal. Is external. Therein, what is internal element of cohesion? That which is personal, self-referable, water, fluid, viscid, viscous, cohesiveness of matter, internal, grasped. For example, bile, phlegm, pus, blood, sweat, fat, tears, lymph, saliva, nasal mucus, synovial fluid, urine, or whatever else there is, personal, self-referable, water, fluid, viscid, viscous, cohesiveness of matter, internal, grasped. This is called internal element of cohesion. Therein, what is external element of cohesion? That which is external, water, fluid, viscid, viscous, cohesiveness of matter, external, not grasped. For example, the juice of roots, juice of stems, juice of bark, juice of leaves, juice of flowers, juice of fruits, milk, soft curd, clarified butter, fresh butter, oil, honey, molasses, waters of the earth or sky, or whatever else there is, external, water, fluid, viscid, viscous, cohesiveness of matter, external, not grasped. This is called external element of cohesion. That which is internal element of cohesion and that which is external element of cohesion. These together collectively and briefly, this is called the element of cohesion. Therein, what is the element of heat? The element of heat is twofold. Is internal. Is external. Therein, what is internal element of heat? That which is personal, self-referable, fire, fiery, heat, hot, warmth, warm, internal, grasped. For example, that by which is heated, that by which becomes decayed, that by which is burned up, that by which the eaten, the drunk, the chewed, the tasted gets completely digested. Or whatever else there is, personal, self-referable, fire, fiery, heat, hot, warmth, warm, internal, grasped. This is called internal element of heat. Therein what is external element of heat? That which is external, fire, fiery, heat, hot, warmth, warm, external, not grasped. For example, wood fire, straw fire, grass fire, cow dung fire, husk fire, rubbish fire, lightning fire, fire heat, sun heat, heat in a heap of wood, heat in a heap of grass, heat in a heap of paddy, heat in a heap of goods. Or whatever else there is, external, fire, fiery, heat, hot, warmth, warm, external, not grasped. This is called external element of heat. That which is internal element of heat and that which is external element of heat. These together collectively and briefly, this is called the element of heat. Therein what is the element of motion? The element of motion is twofold. Is internal. Is external. Therein what is internal element of motion? That which is personal, self-referable, air, airy, the inflation of matter, internal, grasped. For example, ascending wind, descending wind, abdominal wind, intestinal. Analysis of the elements. Wind. Wind circulating in the limbs. Knife-like wind. Razor-like wind. Rending wind. In breath or out breath. Or whatever else there is, personal, self-referable, air, airy, the inflation of matter, internal, grasped. This is called internal element of motion. Therein what is external element of motion? That which is external, air, airy, the inflation of matter, external, not grasped. For example, easterly winds, westerly winds, northerly winds, southerly winds, dusty winds, dust-free winds, cold winds, hot winds, gentle winds, strong winds, black winds, high-altitude winds, wing winds, supana winds, winds from a circular palm leaf, wind from a fan, or whatever else there is, external, air, airy, the inflation of matter, external, not grasped. This is called external element of motion. That which is internal element of motion and that which is external element of motion. These together collectively and briefly, this is called the element of motion. Therein what is the element of space? The element of space is twofold. Is internal. Is external. Therein what is internal element of space? That which is personal, self-referable, space, spatial, void, voidness, interstice, interstitial, not in contact with flesh or blood, internal, grasped. For example, oral passage, nasal passage, mouth door. That by which the eaten, the drunk, the chewed, the tasted, is swallowed. That in which the eaten, the drunk, the chewed, the tasted rests. That by which the eaten, the drunk, the chewed, the tasted passes out lower down. Or whatever else there is, personal, self-referable, space, spatial, void, voidness, interstice, interstitial, not in contact with flesh or blood, internal, grasped. This is called internal element of space. Therein what is external element of space? That which is external, space, spatial, void, voidness, interstice, interstitial, not in contact with the four great elements, external, not grasped. This is called external element of space. That which is internal element of space and that which is external element of space. These together collectively and briefly, this is called the element of space. Therein what is the element of consciousness? The eye consciousness element, ear consciousness element, nose consciousness element, tongue consciousness element, body consciousness element, mind consciousness element. This is called the element of consciousness. These are 6 elements. Another 6 elements are the element of pleasure, element of pain, element of mental pleasure, element of mental pain, element of indifference, element of ignorance. Therein what is the element of pleasure? That which is bodily ease. Bodily pleasure. Easeful pleasant experience born of bodily contact. Easeful pleasant feeling born of bodily contact. This is called the element of pleasure. Therein what is the element of pain? That which is bodily uneasiness. Bodily pain. Uneasy painful experience born of bodily contact. Uneasy painful feeling born of bodily contact. This is called the element of pain. Therein what is the element of mental pleasure? That which is mental ease. Mental pleasure. Easeful pleasant experience born of mental contact. Easeful pleasant feeling born of mental contact. This is called the element of mental pleasure. Therein what is the element of mental pain? That which is mental uneasiness. Mental pain. Uneasy painful experience born of mental contact. Uneasy painful feeling born of mental contact. This is called the element of mental pain. Therein what is the element of indifference? That which is neither mental ease nor uneasiness. Neither painful nor pleasant experience born of mental contact. Neither painful nor pleasant feeling born of mental contact. This is called the element of indifference. Therein what is the element of ignorance? That which is absence of knowledge. Absence of vision. Absence of understanding. Absence of wakefulness. Absence of enlightenment. Absence of penetration. Absence of comprehension. Absence of scrutiny. Absence of discrimination. Absence of reflection. Absence of perspicacity, stupidity, foolishness. Absence of awareness, dullness, denseness, insensibility, ignorance, flood of ignorance, bond of ignorance. Analysis of the elements. Latent ignorance, uprising ignorance. The barrier of ignorance, the bad root of dullness. This is called the element of ignorance. These are 6 elements. Another 6 elements are the element of desire, element of ill will, element of cruelty, element of renunciation, element of absence of ill will, element of absence of cruelty. Therein what is the element of desire? The mentation, thinking, thought, fixation, focusing, application of the mind, wrong thought, associated with desire. This is called the element of desire. Making crowded hell the downward limit. Making devas of the paranimittavasavati the upper limit inclusive. Whatever there is in this inclusion, occurring therein, included therein, aggregates, elements, bases, material qualities, feelings, perceptions, mental concomitants, consciousness. This is called the element of desire. Therein what is the element of ill will? The mentation, thinking, wrong thought, associated with ill will. This is called the element of ill will, or vexation of consciousness in the 10 causes of vexation. Resentment, repulsion, hostility, irritation, exasperation, incensement, hatred, antipathy, abhorrence, mental disorder, detestation, anger, being angry, state of being angry, hatred, being hateful, state of being hateful, disorder, being disorderly, antagonism, hostility, ferocity, abruptness, absence of delight of consciousness. This is called the element of ill will. P. See above. Therein what is the element of cruelty? The mentation, thinking, wrong thought, associated with cruelty. This is called the element of cruelty. Herein a certain one hurts beings with the hand or with a clod or with a stick or with a sword or with a rope or with one thing or another. That which is similar, harassing, hurting, annoying, injuring, provoking, enraging, striking others. This is called the element of cruelty. P. See above. Therein what is the element of renunciation? The mentation, thinking, right thought, associated with renunciation. This is called the element of renunciation. Also all good states are the element of renunciation. P equals C above. Therein what is the element of absence of ill will? The mentation, thinking, right thought, associated with absence of ill will. This is called the element of absence of ill will. That which in beings is loving, act of loving kindness, state of loving kindness that is mental freedom. This is called the element of absence of ill will. P equals C above. Therein what is the element of absence of cruelty? The mentation, thinking, thought, fixation, focusing, application of the mind, right thought, associated with absence of cruelty. This is called the element of absence of cruelty. That which in beings is being compassionate, state of being compassionate, compassion that is mental freedom. This is called the element of absence of cruelty. These are 6 elements. Thus these 3 groups of 6 together collectively and briefly, there are 18 elements. Analysis according to the discourses. Analysis according to Abhidarma. The 18 elements are: the eye element, visible element, eye consciousness element, ear element, audible element, ear consciousness element, nose element, odorous element, nose consciousness element, tongue element, sapid element, tongue consciousness element, body element, tangible element, body consciousness element, mind element, ideational element, mind consciousness element. Therein what is eye element? That eye which, deriving from the 4 great essentials, is sensitive surface. This is an empty village. This is called eye element. Analysis of the elements. Therein what is visible element? That visible which, deriving from the 4 great essentials, is of shining appearance. This is visible element. This is called visible element. P. See para. Therein what is eye consciousness element? Depending on eye and on visible there arises consciousness, mind, idea, Therein, heart.